God said unto Adam, I have made thee a promise. When that promise is fulfilled, I will bring thee back into the garden, thee and thy righteous seed. And God ceased to commune with Adam. Chapter 11. Then Adam and Eve felt themselves burning with thirst and heat and sorrow. And Adam said to Eve, We shall not drink of this water, even if we were to die. O Eve, when this water comes into our inner parts, it will increase our punishments and that of our children that shall come after us. Both Adam and Eve then withdrew from the water and drank none of it at all, but came and entered the cave of treasures. But when in it, Adam could not see Eve. He only heard the noise she made. Neither could she see Adam, but heard the noise he made. Then Adam wept in deep affliction, and smote upon his breast, and he arose and said to Eve, Where art thou? And she said unto him, Lo, I am standing in this darkness. He then said to her, Remember the bright nature in which we lived while we abode in the garden? O Eve, remember the glory that rested on us in the garden. O Eve, remember the trees that overshadowed us in the garden while we moved among them. O Eve, remember that while we were in the garden, we knew neither night nor day. Think of the tree of life, from below which flowed the water and that shed luster over us. Remember, O Eve, the garden land and the brightness thereof. Think of that garden in which there was no darkness while we dwelt therein. Whereas no sooner did we come into this cave of treasures than darkness compassed us round about, until we could no longer see each other, and all the pleasure of this life has come to an end. Chapter 12. Then Adam smote upon his breast, he and Eve, and they mourned the whole night until dawn drew near, and they sighed over the length of the night in Ma'azia. And Adam beat himself and threw himself on the ground in the cave from bitter grief and because of the darkness, and lay there as dead. But Eve heard the noise he made in falling upon the earth, and she felt about for him with her hands and found him like a corpse. Then she was afraid, speechless, and remained by him. But the merciful Lord looked on the death of Adam and on Eve's silence from fear of the darkness. And the word of God came unto Adam and raised him from his death, and opened Eve's mouth that she might speak. Then Adam arose in the cave and said, O God, wherefore has light departed from us, and darkness come over us? Wherefore dost thou leave us in this long darkness? Why wilt thou plague us thus? And this darkness, O Lord, where was it ere it came upon us? It is such that we cannot see each other. For so long as we were in the garden, we neither saw nor even knew what darkness is. I was not hidden from Eve, neither was she hidden from me until now that she cannot see me. And no darkness came upon us to separate us from each other. But she and I were both in one bright light. I saw her, and she saw me. Yet now, since we came into this cave, darkness has come upon us and parted us asunder, so that I do not see her, and she does not see me. O Lord, wilt thou then plague us with this darkness? Chapter 13. Then when God, who is merciful and full of pity, heard Adam's voice, he said unto him, O Adam, so long as the good angel was obedient to me, a bright light rested on him and on his hosts. But when he transgressed my commandment, I deprived him of that bright nature, and he became dark. And when he was in the heavens, in the realms of light, he knew naught of darkness. But he transgressed and I made him fall from heaven upon the earth, and it was this darkness that came upon him. And on thee, Adam, while in my garden and obedient to me, did that bright light rest also. But when I heard of thy transgression, I deprived thee of that bright light. Yet of my mercy I did not turn thee into darkness, but made thee thy body of flesh, over which I spread this skin, in order that it may bear cold and heat. If I had let my wrath fall heavily upon thee, I should have destroyed thee. And had I turned thee into darkness, it would have been as if I killed thee. But in my mercy I have made thee as thou art. When thou didst transgress my commandment, O Adam, I drove thee from the garden, and made thee come forth into this land, and commanded thee to dwell in this cave. And darkness came upon thee, as it did upon him who transgressed my commandment. Thus, O Adam, has this night deceived thee. It is not to last forever, but only of 12 hours. When it is over, daylight will return. Sigh not therefore, neither be moved, and say not in thy heart that this darkness is long and drags on wearily. And say not in thy heart that I plague thee with it. Strengthen thy heart, and be not afraid. This darkness is not a punishment. But, O Adam, I have made the day, and have placed the sun in it to give light, in order that thou and thy children should do your work. For I knew that thou shouldst sin and transgress, and come out into this land. Yet would I not force thee, nor be hard upon thee, nor shut up, nor doom thee through thy fall, nor through thy coming out from light into darkness, nor yet through thy coming from the garden into this land. For I made thee of the light, and I willed to bring children of light from thee, and like unto thee. Thou didst not keep one day my commandment, until I had finished the creation, and blessed everything in it. Then I commanded thee concerning the tree that thou eat not thereof. Yet I knew that Satan, who deceived himself, would also deceive thee. So I made known to thee by means of the tree not to come near it. And I told thee not to eat of the fruit thereof, nor to taste of it, nor yet to sit under it, nor to yield to it. Had I not been and spoken to thee, O Adam, concerning the tree, and had I left thee without a commandment, and thou hadst sinned, it would have been an offense on my part for not having given thee any order. Thou wouldst turn round and blame me for it. But I commanded thee, and warned thee, and thou didst fall, so that my creatures cannot blame me, but the blame rests on them alone. And O Adam, I have made the day for thee, and for thy children after thee, for them to work and toil therein. And I have made the night for them to rest in it from their work, and for the beasts of the field to go forth by night and seek their food. But little of darkness now remains, O Adam, and daylight will soon appear. Chapter 14. Then Adam said unto God, O Lord, take thou my soul, and let me not see this gloom any more, or remove me to some place where there is no darkness. But God the Lord said to Adam, Verily I say unto thee, this darkness will pass from thee. Every day I have determined for thee, until the fulfillment of my covenant, when I will save thee, and bring thee back again into the garden, into the abode of light thou longest for, wherein is no darkness. I will bring thee to it in the kingdom of heaven. Again said God unto Adam, All this misery that thou hast been made to take upon thee because of thy transgression will not free thee from the hand of Satan, and will not save thee. But I will, when I shall come down from heaven, and shall become flesh of thy seed, and take upon me the infirmity from which thou sufferest. Then the darkness that came upon thee in this cave shall
shall come upon me in the grave, when I am in the flesh of thy seed. And I, who am without years, shall be subject to the reckoning of years, of times, of months, and of days. And I shall be reckoned as one of the sons of men, in order to save thee. And God ceased to commune.